Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Rebecca, the owner of Tax Time Express Tax and Business Services, and I'm just coming on here today with some more tax news you can use. So, one of the things I've always wanted to ask is why do so many people feel like tax prep is something that they shouldn't pay top dollar for? And when I say top dollar, I don't mean like those that charge $2,000 and $3,000 and really are scamming you or frauding you. I'm not talking about that type of taxes, or I'm not talking about the ones that charge you based off of how much you're getting back or how much fraud they can add to your return. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about legit tax professionals as myself that invest $5,000 to $10,000, sometimes more a year in continuing education, keeping up with all of the laws, keeping my clients educated on the laws, helping them to navigate the complexities of their taxes, helping them to save taxes each year, helping them to know what's deductible and what's not, helping them to process a return without frauding, without selling their kids information, without all of that. The legit tax pros, we are at conferences every year. We are getting all of this information straight from the source to bring it back to our clients. And it's an insult when people come in and they feel like that's something that should be done for free, or it should be done for like $50. Like, there's no TurboTax doesn't even charge $50. Like, it's an insult. But so many will go and sit down with the fraudsters, and pay them all of this money, and their return is held up. Then they have to pay to have somebody fix it, or their information is sold on the black market, or they don't even know what they're doing. They're just throwing stuff on the return, seeing what sticks, to get these big returns that you're not going to get anyway. Then you have to come and pay somebody like me to fix it the correct way. A lot of times I get it, it's greed. You allow somebody to tell you that they can get you all this money back without even looking over any of your paperwork. And because it sounds good, you go for it. Let me just tell y'all this. I've been in this industry almost 20 years. Like, I've seen it all. I have built my business from the ground up, and I've never did fraud, never done any of that. I'm very transparent, but it costs. Like, it costs. So make sure you're mindful of who is preparing your taxes. Like, for me, taxes change every year. And every year they change, I go and invest in continuing education to know what changes are, to know how to help my clients, to know how to help the high earner clients, how to help the business owners, how to help the ones that want to be business owners but don't know how that affects their taxes. I learned it. I've learned it. So I'm well versed in all things taxes. However, just like when you go into your gynecologist, or when you go into your doctor's office, or your neurologist and all of that, you're not going in there asking them to do the stuff that they do, that they're qualified to do, that they've been certified to do, that they've been in school to do for many years, and ask them to do that for less than what it costs. No. Remember, you get what you pay for, and you get what you don't pay for. So keep that in mind when you are going to get your taxes done. A lot of times, and I can say this because every year I fix on average 10 to 12 tax returns where somebody has went to one of those people that have promised them all of this stuff, and the IRS said, it's not given, as y'all like to say, it's not given. And they have to bring it back to me, and then they have to pay me to fix it, when you could just came to me in the first place and got it done the right way. So make sure you know who's doing your taxes. And if you're out here going to people based off of the price, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Because I'm going to just be honest. If somebody's doing your taxes for $50, $60, $70, run. Because chances are they don't know what they're doing. Because if they did, they know what goes into correctly filing a tax return, accurately filing a tax return. If they have went and got all of this education, all of this knowledge, their CE credits and all of that, and the cost of that, and they're charging you $50, $60, they're not. Trust me, they're not. So if somebody is sitting you down and saying, oh, I'll do it for you for $50, run. Because guess what? They might be charging you $50 up front, and they probably taking $3,000 out of that tax return. Because I guarantee you're probably going to leave there without a paperwork. You're not going to know what's on it. None of that. So y'all just be mindful of that and respect the real ones that are out here doing taxes the real way, the educated ones, the knowledgeable ones, and respect their fees and prices. And keep in mind that our fees are not based off of what you get back. Our fees are not based off of if you get your return back. If the IRS garnishes your return, the service has still been done. One doesn't have nothing to do with the other. So make sure you're paying for your services, because a lot of y'all who say, oh, I can just do it myself. You know how many people tell me, oh, I can just do it myself, and somewhere down the line they mess it up, so they come and ask me to look over it, and I look over it and they've left $4,000 and $5,000 on the table because they thought they could do it themselves because they just don't want to pay anyone. That's crazy to me. Now, if you have one W-2 and you don't have any deductions, any credits, anything like that, I get it. But you have kids, you have W-2s, and you have all of these other things on your taxes that you don't know how to navigate. And when you're going through these other companies, these free sites or whatever, it's not like they're going to pop out and say, oh, you're doing that wrong. No, you're just going to do it wrong. You're going to lose money. You're going to leave so much on the table because you're trying not to pay for a service that you know you're not qualified to do. So keep that in mind when you're looking for your next tax pro. And another thing is, stop going to these people who refuse to give you your paperwork. It is no reason you should leave a tax office without getting your tax return. No reason, whether you're getting it by hand or you're getting a PDF. It's no reason you should leave these tax offices without not getting your paperwork. That's a red flag. It's a red flag. You can't even call the IRS and ask about it because you don't even know what's on it. You don't know what you really got back. You don't know any of that. So I'm just on here giving y'all this knowledge because I've seen it all. I've seen it all, and I fixed so many tax returns, and I look at it and I'm just like, did you know this person charged you $4,000? And she was like, well, I know I was getting back. She told me I was getting back $6,000. I was like, no, you're actually getting back $9,000. But if you don't look at your tax return, you'll never know. And there's no reason you should not get it before you leave that office or wherever you're getting it done at. It's no reason you should not get your tax return. Now, a lot of y'all get it and you just don't look at it because all you care about is the amount. But make sure you know what's on your tax return, because if something is held up, if the IRS stops something or whatever, they're going to send a letter to you. And the first thing you're going to say is, oh, I don't know. I didn't know that was on there. I don't know, whatever. So make sure you know what's on your tax return. Make sure it's your tax pro's job to explain everything to you. And if you feel they're not doing that, get you another one. That's their job. And if you don't understand it, it's their job to make you understand it. Don't sign anything until you understand what's on there. Okay? So that's what I wanted to share with you all today, and I will be back maybe later today or another day with more tax news, because tax season is coming, and I want y'all to be aware of all of this stuff, because this industry has become so cutthroat. And it's still a lot of good tax pros out here, but there are a lot out here that's doing it for the wrong reasons. Make sure you know the difference. Please follow me. Follow my page for more tax tips. And if there is another topic you would like for me to speak on, just put it in the comments. I'll be glad to do it. Okay? Again, Rebecca with Tax Time Express. Follow. Have a great day.